Okay, guys, welcome into my channel. I went out on the 4th of July this year and decided for the first time to fly my Air 2S at night. And I'm usually a one battery guy, but I actually put it up for 48 minutes. I used two batteries on this ordeal. And why did I do that? Not just for the fireworks, which are pretty impressive in Port St. Lucie. It's just amazing how many people spend a lot of money to put up some fairly impressive fireworks. I wanted to actually get the big fireworks display over at the Civic Center, which I finally find somewhere halfway through this video. But it seemed that there was a celestial display on at the same time, which at first, as you can see here, I almost ignored. But as the video goes on, you'll see that I realized that the better display was not coming from down below, but it was coming from up above. Now, I live streamed this entire thing. As I said, it's about 48 minutes. There was a nice strike right there, by the way. And the guys that were checking in with me while I was streaming live, I asked them, do you want to see the fireworks or do you want to see the lightning? And it was lightning. Although one fellow, Chris Wentworth, he said both. So I tried to do both. Now, being relatively new, and especially at night, I should have realized that I should have stayed zoomed out at night, even though the Air 2S is doing, I think, a fairly remarkable job considering how dark it was out. This was around 9 o'clock at night. But of course, the quality is going to be a lot better in some of these shots where I'm more zoomed out. You'll be able to see that coming up a little later in the video. And I realize this is too long by YouTube standards of a video. But don't forget, I had 48 minutes. I cut it down to about 15 because there was just too much to leave out. Some of it less impressive than others, but all good enough, I think, to display. Like that right there. Right around 10 or 11 minutes into the video is when I put in the second battery. There's much less video from the second battery in here because, as I said, this was going on way too long and I wasn't zoomed in quite so much. And you can see the difference in the clarity of the shot. But this was quite the celebration going on from above and below for our first 4th of July after COVID. And folks were really going to town and putting on their displays. I was thinking about adding some music to this video to keep you guys entertained, because I don't know that I can talk for 15 minutes, nor do I think that you'd actually want to hear me. But what kind of music should I use? It should be patriotic, and I don't have anything in my collection, and I need to rectify that as soon as possible. Fireworks, I think, are a little less impressive when you don't hear the sounds. However, with the addition of the lightning, which, by the way, we could not hear. It was far enough away. That's due north of us in the Fort Pierce, maybe Vero Beach area. This is, as the title says, Port St. Lucie. And I'm facing pretty much due north here. Still haven't caught a glimpse of the big fireworks display going on at the Civic Center because it's northwest, which I should have been able to figure out. But that'll be coming up shortly. Because as my battery started to get low and I started to get slightly nervous, you'll see coming up I start backing up, getting it a little closer to home. Because as nervous as I was pretty far away. Probably around 3,300 feet, right about there. To give you a good idea of where I am, I'm in the southeast part of Port St. Lucie facing north, so you're getting to see pretty much the entire town. I live almost in Jensen Beach. Port St. Lucie is a pretty large town, over 200,000 people now. 7th largest in the state of Florida. We're moving up the ranks. A lot of construction. In any case, the reason I bring this up is because the view that you're seeing here is pretty much the length of Port St. Lucie from south to north. And as I can said, lots of displays going on. Lots of celebrating going on. Pretty nice. Well, if you guys can hang out until about, I think it's 8 minutes and 30 some odd seconds into this video, you'll see when I start to back up. And at that point, while I'm backing out, I'll see a big glow on the left-hand side and stop my drone and start to watch the display from the Civic Center, which was really impressive. They went long and they went just impressive. They spent a ton of money. So I focus in on that a little bit. It's after that I had to bring it in, and I barely made it back. I landed my drone with about 7% battery, and it was making me land, and I just got it back into my driveway. In the meantime, please enjoy nature at its finest. Okay guys, as you can tell, or you might be able to tell, this is my second battery, and I'm heading back to where I was before. Actually, I've got a little bit further, and the video is much clearer because I'm not zoomed in so much, although I did just zoom in just now, I think to about 1.7, 2, and it's still pretty clear. Again, pretty amazing considering how dark it is. This 1-inch sensor is doing a great job. But as I said, second battery, and I just got a little nervier and I went a little further, nearly a mile, 4,800, 4,900 feet away from home, to try to get the better shots of the lightning and the fireworks display at the same time. I was at this. It was at this point that I thought that I was going to run out of fireworks display, but they kept going. although the storm itself started to fade away a little bit. But still nice clear shots. I hope you're enjoying it. And I'll lead us out with a little more music that has a patriotic sound to it. Thanks for watching, and keep 'em flying.